here, his uncles, his family, everybody from middle school up through third grade. I don't know what the heck is going on, but I'm excited to see him. Tom, what's your last name?
Waylon.
What is it?
Waylon.
Waylon! Guys, come on, give it up for Tom Waylon! Let's go,
You guys have no idea what you're in for. First off, I want to thank all the comics here tonight, including Willow. She mentioned an Instagram joke. I don't get it. Sorry, Willow. I'm not following you. In all seriousness, I was asked by Kater Ramirez and Trish Kane, shout out, to do some stand-up comedy for you guys tonight. Instead, what I'd like to do is get up and talk to you about the importance of grammar and punctuation. This poor kid. Let me explain myself. Let me justify it. You see, when I was in elementary school, I failed an English test because I accidentally left out a comma. That was the day I realized there's a huge world of difference between writing, I want to eat, Mom, and I want to eat, Mom. Okay? Okay? Also, you can't learn this in school. Also, one thing I learned the hard way, another thing I learned the hard way is, I'm sorry and I apologize mean the same thing. Unless you're at a funeral, then it's a completely different meaning. It's like, oh, I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
I apologize for your loss. What? Moving on, Matt touched on this a second ago. Is anyone here in any kind of relationship? Married, engaged, miserable, soon to be divorced? It doesn't matter to me. The reason I ask is because I just, right before Matt called me on stage, I ended a long-term relationship with somebody. I don't give a shit, wasn't my relationship. Look, again, this is the exact text, and I'm not paraphrasing here. It goes back to what I said a second ago about grammar. My friend texts me and goes, "Hey Tommy, you want to hang out tonight?" Without even thinking about it, I go, "No, man, I'm playing with your fiance's kitty tonight." I was like, "Oh, get over yourself. I was cat sitting, okay? Okay, get your minds out of the gutter. If I have to stay professional, so do you. Come on."
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Thanks for me.
I'm dating the love of my life right now, and she had a prime engagement, not me. She can be here tonight, which is probably for the best. See, me and my girlfriend, we've been together for 12 years as of December of 2022. Yeah.
That's a year wrong. It's natural.
Yeah, 12 years as of December of 2022. Thank you, by the way. Thank you for clapping. It's the longest job I've ever held. I had another joke, but I was told by certain people I couldn't do it. But it's amazing though. Our relationship is going great. We are awesome together. We're great. I love my girlfriend. She loves me, despite the fact she made a commitment to be somewhere other than supporting her boyfriend tonight. But that's on her, not me. And she knows me better than I know myself, which scares the hell out of me, since statistically, it's the ones that know you best that are most likely to murder your ass and make it look like a total accident. And why'd you give him that look? You're responsible too.
Watch out for me.
Run. So she and I, we're both Harry Potter fans, which is awesome, thinking, great, I'm not the only nerd in our relationship. So she calls me recently and tells me she took that online sorting quiz. You know, was it, yeah, thank you, the house sorting, whatever. She calls me up and proudly says, "Hey Tom, I'm a Gryffindor." And like I said, I'm a Potterhead. I was raised on the books, watched the movies. I'm a fan. My advice, my response was, "Awesome. Can I slither into your, sweet, can I slither into your Chamber of Secrets?" She's, if I'm not single or dead after sharing this story, I'm lucky, because I'm filming this going anyway. Remember, it's the ones that know you best. But here's how I asked my girlfriend if she wanted to date. I'm a freshman in college. I dropped out, thankfully. But I see this pretty girl in the common area. She yawns, her stomach showing. I say, "No, City." Don't get ahead of me. Don't get ahead of me. I say, "Nice," and she looks right back at me, looks me dead in the face, which is, I'm screwed, okay? Worst mistake ever. She looks right at me and goes, "Stop staring." But thanks. If you want, it's another hole for you to have fun with. As I said, my girlfriend is not here tonight. Good idea, Tom. My sister, Carol, got engaged, or married this past September to a Moroccan guy. He's a great guy, and he's a great guy, comes from a great family, and seriously, in the end, he's a great guy, great husband to my sister. In the end, that's all that matters. Like, you could be the biggest asshole in the world to me, I don't care. As long as you're okay with my sister, that's all that matters. But thankfully, this guy's nice to all involved. I love him. I love his family. I flew, like I said, from Morocco. So we took a trip this past September. Flew from Dulles in DC to Morocco, and it was cool. I got to see Casablanca, the city, not the film, and Marrakesh. I did not ride on the Marrakesh Express. They did not call aboard. But it's cool. It's cool. Like I said, he makes a great husband for my sister, and I take pride in knowing that I now have an older brother. Thanks for taking my place as the oldest, you jerk. But no. But he, like I say, really is a great guy. But having said that, I have one complaint, one critique about this guy, and it's kind of a big deal. You see, my sister's husband is a semi-professional tennis player, so love means nothing to this guy. Nothing at all. Run! Like I said, I flew to Morocco, got to see our new in-law. And by the way, I love these people. By the way, do you guys know the real difference between outlaws and in-laws? Outlaws are actually wanted, okay? And I accidentally forgot to invite my sister and her husband here tonight. But Morocco was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, so obviously, I'm never doing it again. And just to close this bit about relationships, it's all been said and done, just remember, a relationship is a lot like a fart. If you force it, it's crap. Oh, tell me I'm wrong. So, the main reason I was asked to perform for you guys tonight, apart from the fact that I'm so hilarious, is because I have autism, ADD, ADHD, depression, anxiety, and Asperger's. Asperger's, by the way, does not mean my ass has beef. It is two soft buns. But no burgers. My ass isn't Arby's. They have the meats. in addition to all that, my bosses know this about me, I have real health issues. This is all true, way too odd to make up. In addition to all that luxury, I have a congenital heart defect, meaning my heart doesn't work that well. I was born and raised in Baltimore, sure, but I'm pretty sure since my heart's defective, I'm pretty sure there's a made in China sticker somewhere in there. I'm not. If I go to my cardiologist, what the hell is that? I can explain. I never understood why it's called a congenital heart defect when it has to do with up here and nothing to do with the fact that my genitals are a complete turn off to anyone who sees them. They're a con, okay? Even my primary care, I got for a physical last week. Even my primary care is like, okay, turn your head and go, oh my God, I'm out, man, I'm out. I'm done. I don't care what you got. My heart, I wrote this down. My heart doesn't pump enough iron into my body. And also, my heart is basically the equivalent of that fat guy eating all 31 flavors of Baskin Robbins ice cream outside of a Planet Fitness window. Sorry, headliners. So I had open heart surgery at the age of 4 months old. My mom told me later that I flatlined but was revived. I'm on life number 2 and counting. Charlie Sheen says he has tiger blood. Sorry, Charlie. I had a real guy. Meow. I legitimately do not care if you laughed at that or not. That joke was just for me. In addition to all that, I'm a metal plate and screws holding my life down together, and I'm not making any of this up. If you see me in shirt sleeves on, you will notice a big scar on the length of my arm. Here's how it got there. I had a pacemaker installed, fell and snapped my arm like a twig, and completely obliterated my funny bone. And when I fell, it wasn't humorous, okay? It hurt like hell. So I was in a splint, went in for surgery. Right before I went in for surgery, I asked the nurse, I said, hey, can I do my own stitches? And she looks right at me and goes, yeah, sure. Suit yourself. But right before I fall asleep, by the way, she goes, oh, by the way, you don't have a written Sharpie, do you? We need to draw blood. Speaking of metal, oh, this joke doesn't get me killed by the women in the room. Nothing will. Speaking of metal, if a Terminator sees his partner undressing, would his reaction be a rise of the machine? If the Terminator, this is women, I'm warning you right now if you're sensitive. If the Terminator is female, would she leak oil once a month? And you know what? I'm really sorry. A guy making jokes at that makes company is never appropriate. Period. My family all tell me I need to act mature. I'm 32 years old and still think fart jokes are gas. I'd say at this point maturity is way the hell out of the question. I think my immaturity comes from my dad's side of the family. And here's what scares me. I know for a fact I'm gonna pass it on to my kids. So it just goes to show my immaturity is a lot like explosive diarrhea. It just runs in my genes. I learned a cool new trick, by the way. I can make a duck and lean on me. How? Simple. Catch a duck, put it in the oven until it's Bill Withers. Oh, and if the duck dies, hey, free dinner. Ain't no sunshine when cheese. I know, it's an oven on broil. I have to keep flipping. So I'm a fan of classic films. I mentioned Casablanca earlier. Great film. King Kong, amazing special effects for the time. Gone with the Wind? Well, frankly, I don't give a damn about that one. One film I love, admire, and adore, and I've grown up watching time immemorial was The Wizard of Oz. Any awkward silence? I'm assuming none of you have seen it. I was rewatching it last night. I realized The Wizard of Oz really is the ultimate quintessential chick flick. Think about it. It's a full 90 minutes of two women fighting over a pair of sparkly, glittery, pretty red shoes. And shoes might be being a little generous. They're called ruby slippers. So it's essentially two women fighting over sleepwear. Also, when Dorothy meets Glinda the Good Witch for the first time, what does she say? Witches are old and ugly. Glinda then explains to Dorothy, no, only bad witches are ugly. The next thing she proceeds to say, I'm not kidding, is, so, Dorothy, are you a good witch or a bad witch? Glinda should be called Glinda the passive-aggressive witch, don't you think? Lines like that? Come on. Hashtag Glinda passive-aggressive. I'm kidding, I'm not on social media, I have a life. I'm sure this is the subject nobody wants to hear except Matt talked about it a second ago, but I'm gonna address the elephant in the room, COVID. I'm pretty sure you're all sick and tired of hearing of COVID and isolating. It's like the whole world committed a crime and got everyone on earth under house arrest. Except instead of those trendy ankle bracelets, we have flimsy cloth masks. You're like, hey, how you doing? I can't leave my house. Me neither, dude. I would make a joke about the quarantine, but it would just be an inside joke. I'm so glad you got that joke. I had to go through story. I had COVID. Oh well, that didn't affect me as much as I thought it would, like head cold for 2 days, but I was supposed to work at this, so I called my boss and tell her, hey, I can't come to work, I have COVID. Her answer, I'm not making this up, was, okay, stay positive, see you soon. Like, stay positive? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? What the, do you even want me back at this point? I was out getting beer a few weeks ago. I was on my way home. My roommate calls me and goes, where are you? And I'm not even trying to be funny or anything. It's 11:30 at night and I go, dude, I was out getting Corona. You want any? I got enough for both of us. Mark, I didn't see my roommate for a week, okay? He's like, I'm like, hello? Who is it? Remember when people were hoarding essentials during the lockdown? Everybody remember that? People were like, yeah, good, good. Nobody needs that much toilet paper. Honestly, if you hoard all the toilet paper in the store, you're an asshole, okay? I knew that hysteria was over when my house got TV'd on Halloween last year. My roommates are livid. Me? My first thought was, yes, I get to stop using my hand. Okay, I didn't have to. I wanted to. With ADHD comes weird, mixture of immaturity come weird random thoughts at 3 in the morning. Like, if South Park were an Irish TV show, would it take place in, I don't know, Kilkenny? You bastards! Or if a cab driver with the extra mile for passengers, do they get mad? What do emo people think when you tell them when you pat them on the back and say, hang in there? You know, I don't know, I don't dye my hair black and wear makeup. I couldn't tell you, I'm not an NCR fan. I'm on meds to combat my weirdness. In other words, my family doctors are stifling my creativity and my sanity. I got to be normal once. It was the absolute worst 5 seconds of my life. As the late great Robin Williams was said, you're only given one little spark of madness, you must lose it. And yet, that's what these people are trying to prevent. I tried my idea as an alternative to medication, but something tells me, I'm so sorry guys, but something tells me a place called the American ADHD concentration camp wouldn't work, but it would garner attention. I'm assuming Barron Trump would be the first victim, client? One man I was on when I broke my arm was OxyContin. Yeah, the arm pain subsided, but the constipation that followed was a real pain in the ass. But to combat that, it gets you loopy. So even though I was backed up, I was on cloud nine and did not give a crap. I'm on med now. They taste disgusting. Okay, but they work. Maybe a little too well. I left my meds in the car one time, and I'm not making that mistake again. You know what? Just for fun, ask me what kind of car I drive. Well, I used to be a Jeep, but since my meds were there, I turned into a Focus. I have to cut back to a few jokes, but all I can say was I'm a history nerd, and Adam and Eve, I found out I invented the world's first laptop. Granted, it was primitive, but it was an Apple product. It had limited memory, 1 byte. After that, it crashed. Just goes to show, Adam and Eve were the first people to ignore the Apple terms and agreements. You'd think they would have said something by now, like, hey, read the Bible. Alright guys, thanks a lot. If I said anything to offend anyone here, it's your fault. You paid to get in. Like APAs and Pathfinders is not profit. I appreciate you being here. This really has been the most fun, memorable, and greatest night of my 6 years of Pathfinders. Thank you, BC Brewery, AC Jokes, Buddha, Matt, everyone. Thank you from the bottom of my Baskin-Robbins eating made in China heart, and good night.
Good, man. You didn't even go over. That was your HBO hour special. It's fine, man.
Hours,
Give it up
yeah.
for Tom, man. Come on.